product manager at Alphatec, based in France. Here he leads the company's large model-based testing methodology worldwide for autonomous vehicle testing for companies including Renault Nissan, as well as Europaint, the first pan-European stock exchange for whom the company provides stock algorithm test methodology. Please welcome Fabrice to the stage.
I'm going to speak today on how to deal with the huge combinatorics you can have when you want to test autonomous vehicles. So, first introduction of our company, Alphatec. We are a French company. We have been created in 1998, and we have three software. Today I will expose you the main software named Maqlo, which is a model-based testing software. But we have also a model-based safety analysis tool named Safety Architect, and also a soft tool, model-based cyber security named Cyber Architect. All of my presentation is based on various projects in industrial area, and also from different R&D projects. And one main project is the SVA project, Autonomous Vehicle Safety, which can be, which looks like Pegasus project for those who know it. In this project, there are partners like PSA, Renault, and main company in this area in France. So today I will expose the problem, the issues when you want to test an autonomous vehicle. You have a lot of possibilities of testing. You have a lot of stimulation that you can have in your environment. For example, you need to test the weather. So you need to choose one possibility of weather, with storm, rains and snow. For example, as an example, if you want to test all the possibility of weather, you can have 1,000 tests to do to test the weather. But also, if you want to test different kind of road, you can have also 1,000 tests to test all the possibilities of roads, the slope, the turn, and the kind of road. And if you want to combine the roads with the weather, you will have 1 million tests to do. After you've got, for example, the rules on the road, all the rules you need to have to respect, you want to do the stimulation. So you have 1,000 more, so 1 billion possibilities. After you had all the vehicles you can have in the street, on the road, so 1,000 more. All the scenarios you can have with the behavior of other vehicles. So now we have 1 billion of possibilities. The system also in your vehicle behavior. For example, if you have your seatbelt or if you turn your wheel, you will have again 1,000 more. And all the events you can have on the road, pedestrians, something on the road, and here you have, for example, this huge number. In reality, this number is much more bigger. Most of the time, it is around 10 power 100 or 200 possibilities. So it is not possible to test all the possibilities. So if you want to have a method in order to test all the possibilities of test case, even if you do simulation, it is not possible. So you have a possibility, it is to drive. So you can drive in the street with an autonomous vehicle, and it is, in this case, very long, because you don't be sure, even if you drive, to have all the possibilities on the road. It will depend of where you drive in the country, what you will have as events you encounter on the road. And it is not easy to measure the testing coverage. And it takes a lot of time and a lot of money to do the driving. So you can have another possibility, it is the simulation. So for the simulation, it is what I exposed today, we have a possibility is to design a model with a tool. Our tool is MATLAB. It is a model-based testing tool where you design all the environment of your autonomous vehicle. I will expose that, and the behavior you expect of your autonomous vehicle. And you, with this tool, we're going to generate automatically all the test cases with the best coverage to cover the main possibilities and you need to test in order to have a high rate of confidence of your autonomous vehicle. So from this model, it will generate automatically test cases, test suites, test script, and also run in real time the execution during the test execution, the test generation. And with this model, you will see how you can have this kind of 3D simulation. And for this 3D simulation, in this example, we use the AV simulation scanner tool for this presentation. So how works the model-based testing process? So you can have some requirements for the expected behavior of your autonomous vehicle. This can be as a Word format or DOORS or any requirement format. And from these documents, you are going to do a test analysis. So you are going to find what are the states you want to test of the system and what are the states you need to have in your environment to achieve to these requirements. Also, you need to know how you can go to these states, and so you are asking yourself how you are going to manage your environment to go to these states. This is the main idea of your analysis. And with this analysis, you are going to design a model. So I will explain you the different kind of model, but the model is composed with states and transitions. After, you only need to push a button and it generates automatically test cases, test scripts, and also all the data you need to manage your test, and then you can run your autonomous vehicle simulation with the sensors of the vehicle stubbed into the autonomous vehicle simulation environment. And also you can press another button in order to generate scripts at any format, open scenario, open road, road XML, or any script you want in order to execute it by your autonomous vehicle simulation 3D tool. After, you can change the coverage of your system. So you can have a big coverage. Here you will have a big coverage with lots of tests, or you can slow you can also select less tests to do. The aim is to have the best coverage with a minimum of test cases. For example, here I select a lot of tests, and you have after more tests to do. I will explain you how you have this best rate. So, in order to design your model, we use a methodology based on the decomposition of your environment into families. So we have different families we want to design. For example, this example here: weather, road, rules, vehicle, scenario, system, and event. In each families of your environment or your behavior of your system, we are going to design a model. I will expose you what is a model more accurately. But first of all, you need to understand that when MATLAB is going to generate its test case, it's going to go one model after one, and it's going to go into the equivalence class of the system to select a combinatorics. What we can do with our tool is some families depends of what you select before. So we have the possibilities to set some condition which depends on what you select before to have always possible combinatorics of behavior. And also you can have all the scenarios generated are possible, and it filters all the impossible scenarios. Like that, you can't have impossible thing to do, and it limits also the combinatorics. So this is a representation in a MATLAB model. So in each state, you can have a substate with this kind of model, and at the end, you generate a script, or you can also execute in real time the simulation. This method, we can call it with the Monte Carlo approach. It is a stochastic approach where you are going to find the different probabilities you set on your model. But the problem, the issue with this method is you're going to have, at the beginning, it is grow fast, but after, you have a lot of doubles, a lot of test case will be the same. So it is more and more, it is not easy to go to the, what we call the distribution, stationary distribution of your model, and you will need to generate a lot and a lot of test cases in order to have a right confidence into your sample. So what? So in a model, here, for example, it is the specification, the design of, for example, the infrastructure road. So here we've got, for example, the number of lanes of a road. So you can have random paths here in the animation, and each time you can take different random. So in this first equivalence class, there is no dependencies between this equivalence class. For example, you can have 3 lanes with a flat road, and after with absent marking, but you can have another possibilities. But in this class, they are dependent. For example, if you are in a straight road, you will have higher speed limits. But if you are in a left turn with a strong curvature, the limit will be slower. So you can design all your environment by this kind of model, where you are going to link the equivalence class between them. Also, you need to design the scenarios you want to do. So we have, for example, by a working shop, select around 50 to 100 possibilities of scenarios, and we design for each scenarios a model. So a scenarios can be, for example, a zip in when a car comes on the road. It can be a zip out when a car go out the road. It can be cut out, cut in. For example, this van is going to go here, or it can be also a cut out. And you can also have pedestrian or also obstacle. And the aim is for each scenarios, we are going to build a model that represents the behavior of other vehicles to do the dynamic. It's what we call the scenario. So each scenario can be done only if it is possible. For example, we can set some condition. and says, for example, if I have only one lane, I can't do the cut-in. But if I have 2 lanes or more, I can do either a basic SEM, for example, ACC test, or cut-in, cut-out test. Okay? So at the end, all scenarios can be played on during in the real life. And there is you can't have, for example, a cut-in if you have only one lane in your simulation. So here it is the design model on a scenario. So here it is an example for the cut-in possibilities. So MATLAB tool is going to manage some variables of the simulation, but not all the variables, but the variables that can lead to the objective. The objective here is the target is to do the cut-in. So MATLAB is going to choose to draw variable into the different equivalence classes of a car. So the variables can be the abscisse, ordinate, the acceleration, the speed of different cars. Some variables are drawn into the equivalence class, and other variables are calculated from these variables in order to lead to the cut-in possibilities. And then, for example, is going to change all the variables to let at the end of the test, the red car is going to go in front of the van and the green car to do the cut-in. Also, some variables, the maximum of some variables are calculated with previous data. For example, if it snows, the acceleration maximum can be lower. So all the data in the model are always at a good level, and all scenarios can be real. Okay, now I will explain how we are going to do the optimization. So just before I speak about the Monte Carlo approach, but with this approach, it is not. We will have a lot of doubles. So to improve the combinatorics and to have the best combinatoric, we use the Gibbs sampler optimization. So this sampler optimization is based on a Gibbs algorithm is used in other industry, for example in nuclear simulation weapon, they use that to limit the number of test cases. And I'm going to explain you how it works. In fact, you have a kind of wheel where you are going to set the big family. On this wheel, you have some areas, some sector, and you set the importance you want to set to a family. For example, here scenario is bigger than the rule. So you do a turn of wheel, and if it selects a family, for example road, it changes only the road equivalence class. Okay? Another time, if you change the rule, here he selects scenario, and he's going to change scenario. But he's not going to change the other value. He keeps the last value he selected before. Okay? And for example, if I do the last another road, he redo the same scenario, so he changes the scenario, but he keeps the weather, the road, and other thing. And with this method, if we compare the Monte Carlo approach with the Gibbs approach, the Gibbs approach is faster than Monte Carlo, and it's converged to what we call the stationary distribution. These representative samples of your combinatorics. It is much more faster. It's converged geometrically to the convergence. So it is much more faster. So how we do that in MATLAB? In fact, we don't use each family one after one, but we do a model, we do all the family, and we set some rates here. For example, scenario has a bigger rate, and after, depending what we, the random possibility taking into account the rate, we select each family one after one, but not in the same, not always one after one. It depends of the rate you select here. And then on MATLAB, it is represented like that. So you have all your families. You can set in MATLAB the weights. Of course, I didn't say, but on equivalence class, you can set probabilities to select an equivalence class to another. And then you have a loop where you're going to change, for example, the vehicle change, and after you generate with all these parameters, and then you have another combinatoric and change, for example, the rules, but you keep the last possibility. And with this approach, we prove, we do some study, that between the Monte Carlo approach, it was that convergence, but with the Gibbs speed convergence, it is much more faster. So, for example, if you generate 1 million test cases, it's what we can do with our tool, it can represent billions of kilometers of road. So you earn a lot of time with this method. And at the end, I show you the results of that project. So it is not test with MATLAB. So the last the slide. Sorry. So this is the result. So if it works, it's 3 videos. So on the first left top video, we see the online model. So you see the model and it goes in the different families. And in each family, it changes some equivalence class. You can see also you have some condition in order to do some loop depending of previous possibilities of the environment you select before. And either in real time or MATLAB generates some test, some script test case. You see, for example, the weather is going to change here. Here it is another representation. You have the snow. Here you don't have anything. You have different moments of the day, and also it's the end of the video. And here it is different behavior you can have on the road for cutting. And this video has been run and executed with a scanner AV simulation tool. Perhaps you have ever seen this video yesterday, but this video has been done in the Systemix SVA project.
Well,
yes, it's finished.
yeah, you're out of time. So questions, yeah.